Here's the scenario. Jason plays for a local football team called the Sharks. He's been let down by his regular embroiderer and he's emailing other companies for help. He needs 6 white hoodies, 3 small and 3 large, but has no logo and 0 design skills. All I've got to work with is a shark picture that he found on the internet, so it's up to me to put something together and return a proof. In the next 5 minutes I'll show you how easy it can be done using Wilcom embroidery software and win the job. Let's go. I begin by opening a new workspace and saving the file name, which I'm going to call Shark Club. Now I'm going to flip over to CorelDRAW. I'm going to import in Jason's shark picture and I'm going to scale it to the width that I want it to be. Now this image is a PNG file, which means it's poor quality. We need it to be vector to convert to stitches. I'll do that using Trace Bitmap, Outline Trace and click Logo. The design's been stitched onto white garments, so I'm going to select the white areas and delete them, which will save stitches. And if I zoom in, you'll see that I've now got nice clean vector lines, which means I can switch back to Wilcom and the design's converted into stitches. I'll improve the quality by changing some of the angle lines. Then I'll select all the individual objects and group them to keep everything together. Now it's time for the text. I'll open lettering on the Object Properties panel and type in the name of the club. The font that I'm going to be using is College. I'll increase the size of the text and also the distance between the letters. Then use lettering art and pick a style. For this I'm going to use number 12. Now I'm going to add a border around the letters using the Simple Offsets tool. The border is a satin column that's 3mm away from the outside of the letter. That's a little bit wide, so I'll change the width of it down to about 1.3. I'll make a copy by duplicating the border and then change its colour to blue. Now I'm going to convert the border into a fill. I'll use Program Split, and because this is a shark theme design, I'll choose Wave 3. I'll resequence the fill so it sews before the border, and I'll drag the text so it sits on top. The text looks a little bit thin, so I'm going to increase the width of it using Pull Compensation. And now I want to use Simple Offsets again to add a border to the lettering. This time I'm going to use Triple Run and my spacing set to 0 so the run stitches sit on the outside of the letters. I'll select them and I'll change the colour to white. Now I'm going to drag the shark down. This is sitting behind the lettering at the moment, so I'll reposition it to sew last, and now the shark sits on the top. I click the object again to see the rotation handles where I can nudge it just a touch. Great. Now to add the product image using the product visualizer. I go down to fleece and sweatshirts, down to youth, and then I need to find a hoodie image. That's added to the workspace. I'll use the icon zoom to product to fit everything on the screen. Reposition the logo where it should sit, and I'm going to hide the grid. Now that hoodie looks grey, it needs to be white, so I'm going into the settings area of the product visualizer. I'll choose the colour white, click OK, and then apply. That's the mock-up done. Now it's time to add the job details to the approval sheet. To do that, click the eye icon at the top of the screen, which brings up the Design Properties menu, and on the Order tab, I'll give it a title, Shark Club. Order number will be 1, and then I'll click the order date, which brings up a calendar, click for today, and order due date for tomorrow, because it's needed in a rush. Customer's name's Jason. The product type, that's hoodies. The position, left chest. quantity he wants 6, and the product, that's UC502, and the colours are white. Now I can build a table for the sizes. So I've added 2 size options and 1 colour option. The colour is going to be white. And I'll click new size for small, and again for the large. Where the colour and sizes intersect is where I type the quantities, which is 3 of each. I'm going to change the design status now to requested and save it. Then come back and click print approval sheet. The 2 sheets show a close-up of the design and how it sits on the garment. This manages customer expectations because Jason will be able to check that the colours and positioning are correct. He can read the product info, see the colour, size and quantity details, and agree to my terms and conditions before signing the job off. The approval sheets can be emailed straight from this screen, or they can be downloaded as a high-resolution PDF.